Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at my Shadow XL Rank 1 Drapion for the Ultra League. And this thing is pretty cool, of course, and we have a very strong team around it. And we have 3 XL Pokemon, and this is a problem with Ultra League for me. There's literally not a lot of things that you can do without XLs. I'm gonna try to make maybe 1, 2, 3 videos about Ultra League again when Holiday Cup comes out, but yeah, usually I'm gonna try to play mostly Holiday Cup, because Holiday Cup is way better without XLs. And like XL, yeah, cool, it's fine. Like in general, shouldn't be really a problem. I have all the XL, why do I don't like this? I played this team, it looks very bulky, it is very bulky, even though like we have a Shadow version even in there, which is still bulky. Nearly every game went to timeout. So today's video is sped up by 3.2 times, which is way more than I usually do. Just because otherwise there is literally no reason or like nothing that I can do which really makes the gameplay interesting or like fast-paced or fun. And this is just the general problem for me with Ultra League. I think if you don't have XL Pokemon, or like if you only have the mainstream XL Pokemon go into the Open Ultra League, the only real difference there is that there are less of the not achievable XLs in the Open Ultra League. So very like decent for you then, basically. Yeah, this was like someone I knew from my friend list, so I just waited a little bit. He was lagging there. Sorry for him there, but like I at least try to know. Like if I know the player, I'm gonna try to, if they have like lags or something like this, I'm gonna try to be nice, because like someone who supports me in general, like of course I'm gonna be trying to be nice to them. Like, you know, please keep it if not. So, but yeah, it was like random that I have no idea who that is. I'm just gonna take advantage of this because it's not worth my time. As yeah, that's like how the game is. No one really waits for me when I have lag. Not always it's really visible for the other person if you have lag or not. This guy, I basically knew immediately what team you're gonna have, and it's definitely gonna be the okay, there's a Psyshock. I shouldn't have shielded this actually, but I knew his team, so I thought, okay, maybe I shield this actually there. It's gonna be Empoleon double Charm, and we have Jellicent double Dark, which is not really good for us. So are we able to win this game? I don't really think so, but we can go into our Mandibuzz, and he has a Clefable. What a surprise. I'm gonna bait him here. Kinda had to bait him there. We get the shield, which is beautiful. Maybe we have a chance now. We can actually go for the Shadow Ball now. He doesn't get the extra move through. Are we gonna be able to get to another move here? Try to get to the Bubble Beam. Game lags for me. Beautiful. And this completely throws me off guard, of course, because I don't have really a chance now to do anything anymore. But we actually can get to the next foul play in time, but thanks to the lag, that was way closer than it should have been. It would have been actually an easy win, even though it's double Charm against double Dark, which is hilarious. But yeah, we actually have a lot of games later on which go to timer, and I even built a not as bulky team now, and even those games go to timer. Like my newest team I play right now was like with Donphan. I don't know when I'm gonna make a video about this. Depends on how other content creators do their video, because I don't really want to do like the 5th Donphan video if somebody already did this. I would rather post it then later on, because it's kind of always like, as a content creator, you kind of have to look what other people do if you want people actually watch your content. And yeah, so I always try to do something that not everybody did before. So it's kind of unique on my channel. It's the way I go, and yeah, I'm definitely hyped for the Holiday Cup. We really needed the Holiday Cup to come, and it's only like for me right now 2 days still with Ultra League. I'm gonna make a video about Holiday Cup immediately when it comes out. If you're interested in Holiday Cup in general, I have already a meta analysis done for that. I already put out 10 teams that you can play there, actually 9, because one is only obtainable up at the 23rd of December, because one has Everluck in that, and I'm so hyped for Everluck as well. Gonna showcase that immediately when it comes out. It's not in raids, so I have to wait till 10 AM my time to go out, which is still faster than like for all the US people, as I'm from Germany and not from the US. So I have some advantage there, but I'm definitely gonna go out immediately. Here, let's talk a little bit more about the team and the idea behind it. Of course, Double Dark is something that you kinda known already. Both, like everything on my team is actually decent against fighters usually, other than like this Poliwrath here. But we play Awkward Tail, and Crunch, I definitely would recommend you Awkward Tail. Like usually, I think in Great League, Awkward Tail is completely useless and it's not really worth it because you're not really bulky. But with the bulk, having a move that only needs 4 quick moves is pretty sick. Like honestly, like if you have like some ground types, which are a lot in this meta right now, especially those defense against you, Awkward Tail is actually way better than I thought. Of course, you can still go Crunch and have like neutral damage, but you need more energy and only have neutral, but stab, but a better move. It's kind of equal, I guess, but Awkward Tail is really, really decent in my opinion. Definitely something that I think is worth it. And here we have a Gengar against us, and we're gonna be able to go for the next Shadow Ball KO, and there my opponent surrenders. Good game in there. Next up we have Drapion against Drapion here. And here again, Awkward Tail is pretty decent as well here, as you're gonna get to the move before. And it's the only move that Drapion really can learn that is not resisted against the Drapion. Of course you have False Stinger, which does literally no damage and doesn't help you whatsoever because you don't have a good quick move that does damage. But other than that, does it have another charge move actually? Let me look that up. I actually don't know if Drapion has another charge move than False Stinger, Awkward Tail, Crunch, and Sludge Bomb. Maybe it does have. Let me see real quick. I have the site open anyway. If you know it already, put it in the comments. There is actually a move that you could have, but it is Return, which is, of course, only for purified versions of that Pokemon and not for Shadow versions. So no, there's nothing else. But yeah, it has Infestation as a quick move, Bite, I think, and Ice Fang, I think, can also learn that thing. But yeah, definitely Poison Sting, since the update is the better move. Here, my opponent kind of has to guess the bait. He guessed that correct. Doesn't really matter, but I think this game goes to time again. And it's like always kind of a little bit awkward. I don't really like those games, to be honest. Oh, this game was very, very close though in general. Like, I think that was this game. It was about, you see the time already and was like, okay, he actually might win this, even though we would definitely win this in time. And we still won. It must be like 1 or 2 HP there. Like, we literally had the same amount of HP there. Of course, we would have won this in the long run, but like not like this. And that was like kinda crazy. That was like, I think that was actually the closest win that I ever had. Because like I literally had no idea who would win this. And I was actually confused that I won this because in my opinion I had like less HP, but I don't know. It's the game replay. My opponent goes for some Rock Slides. Maybe he actually has to shield here. And he doesn't, because my opponent actually knows what he's doing, I guess. But that's the problem with the Shadow version of Drapion and XL. I think maybe if you don't have an XL Drapion and Shadow, Awkward Tail might be a 3-shot on Galarian Stunfisk, which would be very huge, because right now, like, it's never, you always have to throw 4, and I don't think the Poison Thing ever gonna catch up enough that it would put him into 3 Awkward Tails. So that's really annoying, actually. But like this, it's pretty nice. This team in general is like so bulky, it's like so strong, and here my opponent basically could surrender already at this point. Here you have the better quick move on your Mandibuzz against my Mandibuzz usually, but you're double debuffed already, you don't do any damage. I can even swap out in time before like my Jellison goes down, so it's again just a game on the timer, and I don't like Ultra League. Like, I'm so hyped when Holiday Cup comes back. I think like I speak for nearly everybody right now. I don't think like those fully XL leagues are something that people want to see, or in general something that people like. How many Galarian Stunfisk do we see here? It's like crazy. But that's basically how the team also works. You have like a water type with a water type quick move in the lead. I actually specifically went for Bubble there for this reason, so we can get out everything that's basically weak against water already with your Drapion, which is Awkward Tail, which is also good for like those ground types and everything that's weak to water. You can avoid the G-Fisk with your Mandibuzz, but here my opponent ran actually Grasshole. So there was nothing you can do because it's a hard counter team to mine. Yeah, Ferrothorn, pretty okay unless they ran Thunder, I guess. You could also went into, I guess you could have went into the Drapion. I'm still not always 100% sure on switches here, to be honest. I'm not really, like, you have to get used to this team, or like in general teams in Ultra League before you can really do something, in my opinion. Or like you have to, I don't know, a little bit more focus. You need a little bit more knowledge about the matchups. I'm not the biggest Ultra League player. I don't really like it, so I'm not as good as it anymore, I would say. I loved Ultra League when it was like one of the first leagues before XL. It was so nice, especially the Premier version of that. At least they brought that back now again this season. I think that's the best change they can make, and also putting this as like one of the last cups, those Master League Premier and the Ultra League Premier is, I think, one of the best plays. Because those are basically those cups that most people have Pokemon that they can use in leagues that are not Great League, and I think even in Great League you have the problem with all those Lickitung, Medicham, XL Zumals, all of those that you also wouldn't achieve as a lower player. So I think Ultra League Premier Classic Cup is the best league that we can have for climbing or in general to have chances for smaller players or like people who have like not the best Pokemon. So I'm really happy about this. Here again, we're gonna win to timer because why not? So yeah, we won there. Here's like a 1 HP Scrafty in the back, and that's it. We had 2 Pokemon. Here my opponent swaps in the Snorlax. Snorlax is actually still such a good Pokemon. If I would make a non-XL team for Ultra League, this is it. Like I definitely want to have like a Snorlax into it. Snorlax is like so good. Like Snorlax is just honestly underrated a little bit, and still such a bulky good boy here. We can go for a Walker Tail with just a little bit less damage, but also KOs him here. My opponent makes it a great play there in going for the Shadow Punch, and we would have easily got to the crunch if the game just worked. But yeah, like, why would it? Like, we would have survived one more Shadow Claw, and we would have been able to get to the move, but not with lag, I guess. Now we have a Sylveon against us, which is not really good for us, but we can go for a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, we're gonna put him in range for a Bubble Beam, and we should be really decent here. I think we can farm down. Oh, he has a move already stored KOs us here. That's crazy. It's still gonna be close, but I think we can get to a move before the before the Gengar gonna get to another move there. Yeah, you're gonna be able to go for the foul play. Good game there. Next up we have Berserker as something that is kind of spicier, but also something that I kind of want to showcase again. I have a shiny version, which I could XL as well, which I might do, just because it's shiny and the shiny version looks cool. But I have to see. Right now it's not something that I really want to build immediately. I want to kind of hold my starters at like around 1 million at least for a new Pokemon that's gonna get released. I might up that as well to 2 million that I kind of want to hold. Because if you think about it, we're gonna have a big release for the next generation of Pokemon in the next month. Which basically means, again, that we have a lot of new Pokemon, a lot of new forms from like Pokemon we have before already. So we don't even need the candy, like Voltorb has like confirmed a new version. I wonder if this is going to be good in Ultra League as XL, for example, as the normal version is like not as good. It has a very interesting typing with electric and grass, which is basically a Rotom typing. I don't think anything else has the typing electric and grass anymore. So very cool Pokemon there, gonna be interesting. That's gonna be good. Like Electrode is pretty decent in Great League already. If it has a better moveset, better typing, maybe it will be even better. And then again, like maybe in Ultra League it's also gonna be good. I have the XL candy already for that, so I'm hyped for this thing. We have like the Scissor evolution, or like Scyther evolution, more like that. Cleaver or whatever, I think it's like Bug and Rock or something. Gonna be cool. We have the Basculin evolution. We have the Zera, which is still not even the normal version in Pokemon Go, which is interesting. It's a Pokemon from Generation 5, so this definitely won't get into the game yet, even though it has one of the best typings in the game, which is Normal and Ghost. And Normal and Ghost Pokemon are only weak to Dark types, and that's it. While you have resistance against Fighting types, against so many other things as well, like Ghost types. Nothing can really hit you. So those gonna be very interesting as well, even though their stat product most likely will be very tech weighted, so they won't be the best Pokemon either. And yeah, we have a lot of new cool Pokemon coming up, which we don't even know it's gonna be in Pogo. Of course, like what I just said is all speculation. We will never know unless they are in Pogo. But yeah, it's still better than like nothing which we could look ahead for. Also, the new generation gonna be released most likely this season already. Maybe not this year, no, actually. I actually don't mind that they didn't release it yet and won't release it this year anymore. That now we have like, I think the first year in Pogo without a new generation release. I mean, they have a lot of content coming up. Like, it's not that there's like nothing that we are looking forward to. We get Everluck now in December. We're gonna get most likely some new forms for the new Hisuian region, whatever. I don't know the next name coming up. We have like a lot of content, which, I mean, they are not really forced to release already. And I think a lot of people are complaining a little bit too much about like something like the Sea Days. They still like Pokemon that are decent. For example, Talonflame now completely rules the meta in Ultra League. And like, even though it seems to be a trash Pokemon and not like a pseudo mythical or legendary or whatever, it's still a cool Pokemon for PvP. So I don't really think these Sea Days are that big of a problem right now. So I don't mind the current way of Niantic trying to let this game live for a little bit longer than like 2 years, and I'm actually happy for that. Also, I am just hoping that we get the rewritten code for PvP soon, as it's in the code. It's still getting written on, so like it's not completely done yet. But yeah, it's definitely something that we need, because right now lag is kind of crazy. But yeah, that was like, again, TED Talk at the end. I don't know if anybody still listens to that. If you listen to that right now, say hashtag here as Niantic in the comments. Oh no, without the hashtag, please. Just here as Niantic, because with hashtag I think the comment get like kind of blocked, sadly. So, oopsie. Bye.